India's trade detachment may offer advantage amidst tariff uncertainty. India's relatively low reliance on international trade might prove beneficial as global economies grapple with the fluctuating tariff landscape. The recent 90-day pause on further tariff increases by US President Donald Trump introduces a period of uncertainty. While many countries scramble to adjust their trade strategies, Bhart's trade-shy approach could provide a buffer. This detachment, often seen as a weakness, may shield the Bhartiya economy from the immediate shocks impacting more trade-dependent nations. However, the long-term implications remain to be seen, and whether this temporary advantage can translate into sustained economic growth is a question for Arthashastriya. The situation requires careful monitoring as global trade dynamics continue to evolve. Mumbai attacks. Accused. Remanded. Tahavvur Rana, accused of involvement in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, has been remanded in custody. India alleges Rana played a key role in the attacks, which claimed the lives of 166 people. The attacks, which targeted multiple locations across Mumbai, including the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, shocked the world. Rana's alleged involvement centers around providing logistical support and facilitating travel for the attackers. He's facing extradition to India to stand trial for his alleged role in the devastating attacks. The legal proceedings are expected to be complex and closely watched internationally. Quick commerce threatens Kirana stores, but impact limited. The rise of 10-minute grocery delivery apps poses a challenge to traditional Kirana stores in India. These apps, promising near-instant gratification, leverage extensive warehousing and delivery networks. While this convenience appeals to urban consumers, particularly in metropolitan areas, their impact remains limited to larger cities. Smaller towns and rural areas, with their established mohalla shops and pre-existing customer relationships, remain largely unaffected. The long-term effect on the ubiquitous Dukandar is yet to be seen, as these tech-driven platforms focus on expanding their reach and market share in densely populated urban centers. Whether this rapid delivery model can sustainably replace the personalized service and credit systems offered by local Kirana stores remains a key question. Trump's trade war with China, a legacy of protectionism. Former US President Donald Trump's trade war with China, marked by escalating tariffs, wasn't merely a tit-for-tat exchange. As BBC correspondent John Sudworth explains, the conflict's roots lie in Trump's America First philosophy, evident from his first term. His administration viewed China's trade practices as unfair and detrimental to American industries. Trump believed tariffs would pressure China into changing its policies, protecting US jobs and intellectual property. The long-term effects of this trade war remain to be seen, but the tension between the two economic giants continues. The Biden administration has largely maintained the tariffs, signaling a sustained focus on trade relations with China, Chin. The core issue revolves around intellectual property theft, Bauddhik Sampada ki chori, and accusations of unfair subsidies, Anuchit subsidy, provided by the Chini government. The implications for global trade, Vaishvik Vyapar, are substantial. Trump's tariffs could hike iPhone prices. US President Donald Trump's proposed tariffs on goods imported from China could significantly impact the price of iPhones. Analysts suggest that if companies like Apple absorb the increased import costs due to tariffs, their profit margins will shrink. However, if these costs are passed on to consumers, iPhone prices in the US could increase by hundreds of dollars. This potential price hike could affect demand for iPhones, particularly as competition intensifies in the smartphone market. The tariffs, designed to pressure China in ongoing trade disputes, could ultimately impact American consumers' wallets if companies like Apple decide to raise prices. The impact on iPhone sales remains to be seen as the trade situation evolves. It is unclear at this time whether Apple will choose to absorb the costs or pass them along to consumers. Many people are watching what Trump will do next, as the implications for businesses and consumers are large. Indian Army aids, earthquake, hit Myanmar with cutting-edge tech. Following a devastating 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Myanmar, the Indian Army launched Operation Brahma, a swift search and rescue mission. Deploying advanced technology, the operation utilized robot mules and nano-drones to navigate the ravaged terrain. An 80-member NDRF team, specializing in disaster relief, was also dispatched. Medical aid was provided through a dedicated field hospital, staffed by 118 medical personnel. Further support arrived via the Indian Navy, with ships delivering 40 tons of relief materials to Yangon. The operation highlights India's commitment to international disaster relief and its increasing use of robotics in such efforts.